Hi guys, James here again. It's a very cold night. It's 9 degrees in Cape Town. There's been snow the whole day, and there are a lot of people on the streets who are struggling. Yeah, we all have our problems and all our issues. We have our good times and our bad times. And this is Samantha. Samantha is a sex worker in Wynberg, yeah. And I just wanted to get an idea of what it's like to, you know, where she's coming from, why she has chosen this option for her life, and yeah, just to get a bit of background on what it's like to sell your body, and also what it's like to live on the street. She's from Hanover Park. She's got children, and she says,
I've only got one daughter.
"Oh, you got one daughter," and you
That
said,
I know of.
that you know of, okay. And yeah, so over to Samantha. Samantha, maybe you can just start by introducing yourself and just telling us what it's like doing what you do, you know, and, you know, living on the drugs, and what brought you to this situation in life.
Well, to cut to the chase, like I said to your friend over here, it's certain situations. So I always got told that if you haven't been there, well, it's best not to patronize a person, but then to put yourself in that person's shoes and then understanding and knowing really what that person's been through. So yeah, and my mom also got murdered on the street. So it's not like I just wanna, like I said, dead men tells no tales, but there's just more behind the story, that because sometimes things just don't add up to me.
Okay.
And the best way I know how to do it is to get all my answers on the streets, and that's just sussing the vibe out there.
All right.
That's the best way I know how.
And what led you to get onto the streets?
Well, I used to live in Parklands, that's near Tableview. I had a lavish lifestyle. I had everything going for me, everything. My best friend Olivia Langley introduced me into crystal meth,
Okay.
which they call now tick.
Yes.
And I can't say that was the biggest mistake of my life, but I mean, the actual day that I used that drug was the day that I was supposed to go and watch the wrestling coming into Cape Town at the Goodham Centre. I remember that day so distinctly because my brother done beat, so the guy and the Olabet, Enrico that was with her, he's got international tattooed on his arm, which I'll never forget. Because with him, I gave my watch that my husband gave me for a Christmas present.
Oh, so you were married?
Yeah, Paul.
And you lived in Parklands in a house.
Yeah, I can say.
And what work did you do then? Did you have work?
I was at home all the time, but you know, I was like between, you know. And then what happened was that Enrico was with Olivia when they gave me the chuff the first day.
The drugs?
Yeah, the first day, and then that day they did it out of a bulb, a light bulb.
Yeah.
And quite coincidentally enough, that Paul, that used to live in Kenilworth, who sold his mother's house, who's living in Hanover Park, where I was actually born, living with my cousin, who's actually suffering from cancer, got a hole here in the throat, and half of her tongue is cut away. That's how much karma goes around, comes around. So
I see you're quite well spoken, you know, karma and everything.
So it's very scary to look at that.
Yeah.
That man's actually saying where I got born.
Yeah.
You see, and he used to live here where I'm standing. So everything's just falling into place. It's quite scary at this moment in time. But yeah, that's all I could say.
Yeah, thanks. And just wrap it up quickly. So like a night like tonight, you've been picked up once or twice?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, and you're waiting to get picked up too. And the money, do you buy yourself food, or do you?
Yes.
Or
Like
and then obviously the drugs.
Yeah, obviously.
Now, if you had to help someone, okay, obviously you need to help yourself, you know. What would you give advice to other people, what you're doing on the streets, to find a better way of life? And what sort of life do you want? Really, like
what I think she was quite a Vanessa type of lady. And I'm Sandra, like my band says Sand Van, and I can go on like not just say do it. It's like instead of being just say it's fast a bit simpler. So if I say closed NBS Bank, I don't mean it literally, I mean it figuratively, I mean it I mean myself, and I come from a place where there's no hear no evil, see no evil, do no evil. That's how I got brought up, you know. That's just, and as the values that you've got, you will die with that values, because that's how I got brought up, you know. So yeah, but in a nutshell, yeah. And these people is just making me so more angry and so more angry, so they're just adding, and it's just like they're putting pressure to that wound.
Do you think the anger keeps you on the streets and with the drugs?
I think it's just putting pressure onto that wound. I just think it's just putting pressure to that wound, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's some people, I feel, I don't know, I've never been a sort of a gut feeling type of chick, eh? But like, if I've got to go down to my gut and say to you that I really feel like so much of my lustful love blood has spilled on this earth, or where I'm going, in the streets where I'm going. It's the spirits that is leading me towards where I need to be and where I don't need to be, and where I need
so
to
you
be.
have, you have faith?
And where I don't need to be. Yes,
God.
I've always have believed.
Okay.
I've always have believed, you know.
Yeah.
Even though Lucifer got each other out of heaven for the time, even trying to look for an exception to try and make God forgive Lucifer for what he's done. You know,
And what about what you've done?
there's just no exception to the rule. What have I done?
I don't know. We all would make mistakes. I make mistakes, you know, and I need to make amends to other people or myself. You know what I mean? But it's not a pointing fingers thing. And I just want to wrap it up now because, you know, I'd like to keep it to 3 minutes, not 6 minutes. So just finally,
Time is money. Gonna give me something extra for the time. Okay?
No problem. I'll give you extra for time, but it's not going further than this interview.
Yeah, but
where you
time is
sleep? Where
money
you
now.
sleep? Where you sleeping tonight? And
In
yeah.
Hillview, number 23, Camisburg,
Okay.
behind Sea Wings, on the corner of Military Road.
So you're in a house.
Behind the house, in a house, behind the Wayne
Oh,
house.
okay. So you got a roof over your head.
Patricia Wang, Audrey Wang, is my
Okay.
tenants.
Okay. Cool.
But I own
Okay.
up to my responsibility.
Okay. Just a couple of words, just a few words, to people out there struggling. What would you say to them?
Keep the faith, eh?
Keep faith.
Keep the
Totally.
faith, that's all I can say. Just
Well, I really hope that faith can get you, you know, to find a better life, and you know.
And the thing is that I just wish that, you know, I didn't cause any havoc in my people's life that's brought me this far.
Well, I've done that,
That's-
so I
that's-
can relate to that too.
That's raised me so well to becoming the woman and the lady that I am today. You know, if anything, if I ever had to, you know, cause any of that, because I know how their mothers struggled with them to get them to school, to King David in Joburg. I know the stories I heard. You know, I heard the stories that boys went through to achieve what they needed to achieve, what they wanted to achieve in life. Because you can't get what you want, you can only get what you need. And eventually, by working towards
No, you got to
something,
put in the work.
when you work towards something, you put effort into whatever going on in your life, then you know what goes around. It's karma. It's karma.
100%.
It's truly.
And at
just
the moment,
karma.
you're kind of using drugs as well. What sort of drugs are you taking at the moment?
I'm using crystal meth
When did you last smoke it?
today.
Is it? Yeah, today.
Yeah, today I had a packet, a 30 rand
Okay,
packet, by the
alright.
way.
Okay, cool. Listen, Samantha, thanks a lot. I hope you've helped someone, and I hope I've kind of helped you in a way. I don't know, yeah, in some way. I'm going to give you a bit of cash for some food. And good luck, and God bless. And let's shake hands.
Yeah, I just don't know by the day they hurt my people. They shouldn't have. I promise you, I've got a thrombosis in my leg. And I'm going to have, sugar of a Coke. If I have a Coke, that thrombosis can shoot right up through my leg and it can suck under my heart.
Wow,
And
what's
I
that
can
from?
have- It's a blood clot.
Oh, you got a clot.
Oh, thrombosis,
Okay,
yeah.
sure. Okay, we got to wrap up. Thanks, and I really appreciate your time, and I hope you've helped people who are watching this video and anyone else who's struggling. We all struggle in our
But
own
keep
way.
the faith, eh?
Keep the faith. Say that loudly.
Keep the faith.
Thanks.
I don't have a smile anymore, but keep the faith.
Okay, guys. Thanks, Samantha. Have a
Okay,
good night.
bye.
Stay warm.